Bring them out, bring them out. Just bring them out, bring them out. It's your boy Marty P on the MIC on a Friday, 1st December. Uh, but we go in by the slogan is Fokol is Festive. Sounding like Drake. Anyway, there's a little pet peeve of mine. I hate a damn t-shirt. Every time I buy t-shirts, I just wear it when it's new. As soon as that motherfucker hit the fucking washing machine, you know what I'm saying? And that spin cycle gets it all fucking stretched. Man, it look like I hate it when your t-shirt look like you in a fucking pageant. You always look like you fucking the first runner-up princess. So yeah, the Knicks is always just good. When it's brand new, but as soon as you put him in that wash, man, hey, it fucks up that way anyway. That being said, it's Friday night. I'm just chilling here, catching up to some what is that stellig now again? Work. I don't know if there's one word, but work I'm behind on because I was a bit busy today. And yeah, man, it's about 22:52, it's like 10 minutes before 11, 8 minutes before 11. And well, yeah. That being said, welcome. Goddamn it, welcome. It's been quite a year. There's been some ups and downs. There's been some gains. There's been some losses. A lot of losses. But hey, as long as we're alive, that's another chance to get back what we lost. Never forget that. Never forget that. Right now, I'm going through some shit. And this has been my the shit that I've been. Whenever I don't know. It just seems as if though I have the ability to, with the disconnect in your relationship with your lady, you just not seeing eye to eye, and it's just not getting resolved. And this has always been the case in my relationships. I don't know, we just disconnect after a while, but that's always, like I say, I don't know. Look, it's like, in the beginning of the relationship, you're not always there fully, because men and women are different. Men and women are different. Women come in all infatuated, super infatuated, in love type vibes. Men come in with, hey, I'll hit that. I can hit that. So women will see all these qualities. Oh, he's such nice, sexy eyes, and he's just a nice butt, and what a face. And even though they're fit into it, people say, man, he's such an annoying motherfucker. Women just don't see that when they head over heels if we're in love with you, they head over heels. Men, we tend to, look at the ass. Man, that's a fine ass. Man, I'll tap that ass and all that type of shit. And then over time, women infiltrate your soft parts, because then you notice she actually listens to me. She actually tells me where to get off. She ain't like the other girls that I can just talk bullshit to. She calls me out on my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? She tells me straight, hey, I ain't buying that shit. And or whatever. Or she connects with you. She connects with you on that level, brings down that those walls that you put up in life. Like, hey man, I ain't gonna let no one in here. And then bam, got you, nigga. Once they got you, it's on. And you share your darkest, deepest secrets with them and all that type of stuff. But as time passes, they start to, they go from there, coming down, you go from here, going up. And for a while, you'll plateau, you'll be like on the same wavelength, and then all of a sudden, it just goes downhill from there. By influence, there's always a third party influence, there's always someone else there. I don't know, that one friend that wasn't there, the ace, or whatever the case may be, or someone is there in the background, dangling the strings, making sure that, things go wrong. Sometimes it's also not that things go wrong because of out of your own doing, or that the problem is between the two of y'all. There's maybe a third party that's disgruntled about the whole situation, and they exercise their powers to get shit ended. I know a lot of people, they've been from great relationships, they're having great time, but a lot of times people don't want to see you that happy. They don't want to see you that happy and smiling and shit, and they just feel like shit people. You know what I'm saying? They're all the ones do that. And then a lot of people I know live that good relationships to be in a relationship that's even more fucked up. The 80-20 rule. They have 80%, but they're longing for the 20, and they leave the 80 for the 20, and then they're stuck with the 20, and they long for the damn 80. And the 80 is then later on, you know, happy somewhere else. Or also maybe also even I've came to meet where they're miserable somewhere else, but then both parts are miserable because they had one another and then they fucked that up because someone else was unhappy. There's a friend, family member that wasn't happy, and they managed to break y'all up, and then they don't even end up being best friends or talking for the rest of their lives. As a matter of fact, after they successfully fucked up your relationship, they exit that person's life anyway. But that person is too proud to say, hey, come back. What's up with people with that type of shit, though? I don't know why people tend to think that to apologize, and I've said this in my previous pods or on my previous episodes, that to apologize or to take ownership of your taking ownership of your actions shows weakness. Like if you apologize to someone for saying some bullshit, it's gonna make you're gonna seem weak and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When it's the other way around, if you apologize, look, whatever you say and whatever you do, your actions it will cause someone hurt if it is something where you violated the trust or whatever the case may be. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. It's not going to take the pain away, the betrayal away. It's not going to take none of that away. However, you come in with an apology, and I'm talking about a genuine apology from the heart. Let that person know that you're acknowledging that you did them wrong, that you caused them pain, and maybe they don't forgive you immediately, but maybe over time they will. Now, some people say, but I said, I'm sorry. You're supposed to be okay. That's not how it works. But that's for the mature crowd. That's a bit high grade for a lot of people. But I mean, yeah. So if you not can't say sorry because you feel like you're going to seem weak if you not say, I'm sorry for hurting you, but because you, and sometimes as for the degree of what you did to deserve them to betray you like that was something small. They just felt, fuck you, nigga. Peeing a bad ass in front of everybody, and sorry, I'm busy working here. I'm trying to focus here as well. Peeing in the bad ass in front of everybody, embarrassing you in front of everyone on a good night out. I mean, you ain't doing shit to deserve that. But they just feel, nah, I said it, I ain't going back. So a lot of people say, man, I said what I said, I ain't going to go back on it, I said it. Klar. But you got to realize that people have feelings, people is, me, I'm immune to that shit. I've been through life, man. 37 years of just negative shit. Hey, ain't nothing, nobody can tell me that gonna hurt my ass. And it's actually, to be honest with you, it's kind of fucked up. I still try to act emotional sometimes. That's why I make these fucking videos and shit, statuses for people to think I'm out. Yeah, I ain't happy. I'm just sometimes I'm lonely. Sometimes I'm bored. Most of the time I'm bored. But yeah, I've come to learn to be happy by my damn self, all alone. Keel's time is like a motherfucker. It would have been nice to have conversation all around, but everybody's so behind the laptops and phones and all that type of shit. We gotta work. We gotta get this money. No, I have to work overtime, all that type of shit. People don't even enjoy life anymore. Nobody's enjoying life. And I think I've said it a few times. And here's the thing. First off, before I get into that, I need for y'all to go over to my shit. Just subscribe. You don't have to depending on how fast your fucking connection is. Just go to my channel, man. Hit the like button. You don't have to watch nothing. Even hit the dislike button if you must. Subscribe so we can, kick off from 25 subscribers. But here's the thing. And this is the truth. And here's what I want you ladies to understand. And no. Know know that, yeah, it's it's hard to. Sorry, man. I was just anyway. Yeah, as I was saying, it's hard to imagine. Oh, sorry, man. I was busy with the chats as well while I was busy executing this work. I this is so much to ask for someone just to. Nah, fuck it. I ain't even gonna get into this here. But just know this: I want to drop this on you. I want to drop this one on you, and take it however you want to take it. But know it comes from a good place. Look, if you're out there and you're having problems with your woman, y'all just arguing a lot, you just don't seem to connect. Fuck it. Always know that the man is the one that always is gonna have to say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Women never gonna say I'm sorry. But and not just for the sake of progress. And the other thing, if there's anything in your life that's difficult, like you have a financial trouble or whatever, you can only sort that out office hours. You can only go to the bank during the day to find a loan or seek help wherever during the daytime. So what's the point of y'all bickering and arguing over at night when y'all supposed to be spending family time together? Right? Yeah, regardless of how difficult life may be and what Lehman's life is throwing at you, as long as you're with your woman, love that woman. As long as you're with a man, love that man with all you got every day, because you don't know how long we got. You don't. Love your kids. Spend as much time as you can with your kids, because one day you're gonna you're gonna wipe the sleep from your eyes, and they're gonna be all grown up and have husbands and wives of their own. But teach them how to love right and love one another right, because it can be a lot worse. You don't have to have money to love one another. You don't have to have materialistic things to love one another. You just have to make time for one another. That's the thing. Myself, if you have a girlfriend or wife, or if you have a boyfriend or husband that you're constantly fighting with or whatever, submit and say, you know what, fuck it, I just want to love you. And make the best of whatever life I have lived. Instead of coming home arguing all the goddamn time. If you no longer love the person, set them free so that they can maybe find somebody else in life that can bring him some happiness in what little life they have lived. Instead of staying together, causing one another misery. If you are a third party that's influencing somebody else's relationship, just die. Just fucking die. Okay? Let people make the decisions, whether you're a family member, friend, whether you care for their safety or not. If they love someone, they're going to love that person regardless. And you just standing in the way of them being happy or of them being sad. And eventually figuring things out on their own that they're not really meant to be. Either way, let them be. Get the fuck on with your life. You know? Get the hell on with your life. Or just kill your damn self. Focus on your own life and fuck somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Focus on your own shit instead of being an obstacle for others. And regardless of what problems they're having, in whatever capacity it is that you are related, friend, whatever, people have their issues. They have their arguments to whatever degree. You're not God for you to stand in their way of their happiness. Whether you seem to see them as unhappy, who the fuck do you think you is? You know what I'm saying? But you gotta let someone live their life gracefully and do with their time what the fuck they want to do. And if you're a boss out there, and this is for all bosses and managers, start treating your people right with dignity and respect, and not just like they're a number. I'm speaking about myself. I'm saying, but I've come to hear that was the biggest complaint that I got this year from a lot of sources, that they just feel like a number, insignificant, whatever. And I always tell people, you are the modern day slaves. It's just that the slave master no longer has to accommodate you. Because back in the day, in the cotton fields, they had to accommodate the slaves, they had to feed the slaves for them to come to work in the morning. Now, they give you some money so that you can just barely feed yourself and have a roof over your head, find your own place to stay, and come back and be sure you're back here tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever time you're working. So they just made slavery more beneficial for the slave master. Otherwise, once you finish school, they own you. But on that topic, and here's the thing, I don't want to make it really lengthy, but I spoke to someone the other day. Hold on. I gotta get my shit on. My vest on. Hey yo, I'm back. Anyway, I was I wasn't feeling it, but you see, that's what I'm talking about when this motherfucker's getting to the wash. This whole pageantry shit. I was yeah. Pet peeve. Sorry about that. So anyway, I was gonna get into this, and this is a jewel. Well, not a jewel. This is just my observation. I have fucked up observation of life, but this is how I see it. I know they're saying this was just it came out the wash, man. That's why it's creased. This shit. Don't worry about it. So anyway, here's the thing. Our economy is fucked up, and it's not because of political parties or anything of the sort. It's because y'all don't want to understand the fact that, ladies, it's your fault, and I'm gonna tell you why. I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash from this, but hear me out. You see, the supply and demand for employment, the supply exceeds the demand. Hence why they negotiate the shitty rates. So, back in the day with our grandparents, only the men were working 8 to 5. That's why they don't want you unionizing them. But there's no unions, but the unions say to be working 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. That's what we want. 8 o'clock in the morning we start, 5 o'clock we done. Down tools, we want to spend our weekends with our families. And December time, we're going to be at home. That's why you always got to see your cousins and shit, because everybody was off. And they gave us, and we need a 13 chick. You got it. Just come and make this profit for us. Bam. Then the women became independent. Now we want to work too, because we don't want to just have babies and stay at home. Now, you have to understand, from the beginning of time, men were the providers. And let me put it this way, we were the hunters. We had to provide, and here's the thing, ladies, that's why we're here today. If it wasn't for that fact, it's not just being chauvinistic or being whatever the fuck the word is. It's facts. Here's the thing. We can't carry children. Before you say, yeah, but we have to carry a baby. We don't have another way of procreating. You have to have the kids. That's just how it is. So let's get that out of the way. I don't take that away from you, but talking about these kids, why men have to go out and provide for the family? Because a man had to find a wife back in the day, caveman style. Find a wife, pick a wife, hey, uba chaga, uba. Come. You're my wife and I have to protect you. When you were pregnant, you can hunt for yourself. Yes, the boy. And believe you me, the women also said back in the day, no. I want to help. I can hunt too. Show me how to throw a spear. And of course, she ran out there. She threw fucking springboks and all that shit with the spears. Up until she fell pregnant. She couldn't do that shit no more. She can't run after no fucking gazelle. So if it wasn't for a man, how the fuck would she have survived through that pregnancy? How the fuck would we be here today, women? So now you're coming to the job market. What do you say? Hey, fuck it. We want to work too, and guess what we'll do? We'll work any time of the day, Saturdays and Sundays included. Bosses be like, hey, how can we pass on that deal? You're hired. We know women exceed men by tenfold. So now we got 11 times more people in the workforce than it needed. Hence why they're paying the shitty money. Hence why everything. And it's not your fault, ladies. It's basically Oprah, them, and all these people that must. Ladies, y'all misunderstood. Because we're in a monogamous era. Back in the day, men could have taken many wives. Because he'd say, okay, Father Abraham took 10 wives. Because there's going to be obviously 10 women with no husband. Because there's 10 women for every man. So he would take on 10, and it wasn't that he must give each and everyone, different, same shit, same house, same everything. No, it was like, this one will carry my children, this one will clean whatever, and it's not that they were just maids or whatever, but they respect their his wives. So obviously, in a monogamous time, that women are like, hey, I want the exclusive. So if there's 10 bitches in the room, there's going to be 9 single bitches. And what Oprah then was talking about is, that's why it's cool. Y'all be lesbians and y'all just fall in love with one another, but then y'all have to go out and find a job. One of you at least, if not both of you. But be independent, you know? Get out there, work. Yeah, girl power. Them bitches that got a man providing for them, they always decide, yeah, we gotta go work, we gotta earn this money. And with the earning the money comes losing respect for your husband. Now, here's the thing. This is what I'm gonna tell you, and if you don't, if you this listen to me carefully now. When I say, when we graduate from school, high school, whatever, and we go study further, once we get the workforce, no man is happy waking up in the morning going to work. No man. No man is. I don't give a fuck what they say to you. If they could stay at home, they would. If the option was there for the man to stay at home, they would. To clean the house. Okay, we can't have the kids, but if you had the kids and you want to go work, I'll look after the kids. How difficult could it be? You know what I'm saying? And I know you're going to say, yeah, you're tired looking after the kids. Eventually, we'll learn how to do it. Just like you learn how to work, we will learn how to look after the kids. It can't take more than a week. We'll learn on patience. We're not that dumb. But you have a choice of going to work or staying at home. So let me get back to the gentleman. No man has a choice. They have to go work. They don't have a choice. But no man, if we had the choice to stay at home and actually just chill, we would chill. We would definitely chill. And our ladies come and they're like, hey. So we know that we're being slaves to the master, right? But how do we justify it? I'm doing this for my lady. I'm doing it for my kids. I'm doing it for my family. So that's why they wake up in the morning pretending to be happy to go to work. Because they justify it because I'm doing it for my family. That's what we got. Now, if you go work, ladies, you take that shit away from the man. That's the only thing I got. I'm doing this for my family, my wife and my kids. Now, you go work. The only thing that a man had is, I'm doing it for my family. You go out working, and don't let a bitch earn more than you, even by wondering if she worked so much overtime. You know, man, she will let you know, hey, motherfucker, hey, I earn more than you, bitch. So you take that away from the man. I'm doing it for my family by choosing to go to work and neglecting the family, raising the kids right, whatever. These kids turn out little fuck ups. You're like, whose fault is the kids are the fuck up? You. You were supposed to stay home, make sure these kids are morally intact. Like our grandmas did. Make sure the family values are upheld by being at home. They go to school, they come from school. Do what the fuck you need to do. No cell phone, no tablet, no none of that shit. Not let other people raise your kids. Mama, big mama raising the kids. And fuck them up if they're out of line. Because there's no way a woman's gonna say, I say, okay, baby, I'm gonna go to work, you stay home, watch the kids. If we had that choice, we would do it. Ask any man. Y'all choose to abandon the family, the kids, and then when you earn money, whatever is yours is yours. Whatever was out, what I earn is ours, what's yours is yours. We always have to listen to how all our shortcomings comes out. Disrespectful. Yeah, you ain't doing that for me, nigga. I earn my own money. Other than looking after me, what the fuck do you do for me? So it's not like we have a hold over you and we work when the men go work and you at home as the housewife, because our grandpa, when they got paid, when they got home, they didn't even open the damn place up. Just so to grandma, and grandma spent the money however she felt because she had to run the household. And what we forget is the main fucking thing in life is your household. If your house is fucked up, you fucked up. So the wife is taking care of all that needs. My kids are sorted. There's food on the table when I get home. Done. She makes sure that the house is if your house is fucked up, you're gonna be fucked up. Everybody's gonna be fucked up. So the women had the most important job to raise a family. Fuck that business, because the business that your husband goes to work for, your husband is working to make fill another person's pocket, make that business profitable. Right? So if your wife also goes to work, she works for a business that makes that business profitable. That boss laughs all the way to the bank and gives you some easy few dollars. Meanwhile, back at home, your kids are getting fucked up. They're becoming gangsters, becoming all that type of shit. And then you ask, why is society so fucked up? Because of that. Nobody's raising your fucking kids. Yeah, but now you say, but they must going to school, so that's why. You know, when was the kid at school? Do you even know? You know what I'm saying? So the more detached we get from our families as it goes along, because kids 6 months old, there is a phone. You don't speak to your kids, you don't know your kids, you don't know your fucking kids, man. Out, and they know exactly how to manipulate you. Because, as I said before, from the age of 6 months, they go to daycare, and from 6 months, 12, at least to grade 12, 12 or 13 other adults, not even 13, 15, 16 different adults every year is going to handle your kid and teach your kid something different. And they, for that year that they're with your kid, will spend more time with your child than you in your whole child's life up to the age of 18. You get home, by the time you get home after 5, you're just putting that child to bed. You don't spend time with the child. There's no December holidays with you. At least, okay, for this year, my child is 1 year old. December holidays, we spend family time together. So at least 3 weeks, we've been a family together. We went on holiday for a week. Me and my son, I taught him how to fish. None of that shit. But when he was 4 years old, do you have still like that today? Nah, me and my dad or our parents, our grandparents say, no, my dad used to take me fishing. That's why they will cry them fucked up at the parents' funerals. You know, with all the memories, my dad took me fishing when I was 4. He taught me how to ride a bike when I was 5. He taught me how to drive a car when I was 12. He taught me how to play chess when I was 13. All that shit. Nowadays, kids don't have that shit because they're out in the world. Ask a kid, so what has your daddy taught you? Not a damn thing. He told me what the pin is on his fucking phone. We need to get back to that. We need to unionize. We need to get the unions back out there so we can negotiate labor to be just between 8 and 5 because people need to fucking know their lives as well. Be off weekends like everybody else because they need social fucking development as well. Not I'm off Monday, Tuesday, you off Wednesday, Thursday, somebody else off Friday or Wednesday. You never off together. That's why unions had the synchronized fucking calendar. Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, because I need to still live my life. My life is not just running your or making your business profitable, even though it was, because that's why there was people that had that longevity service, because they had people have 30 or 40 year service because from 8 to 5 they had their routine every year, and they could go on holiday with their families, all that type of shit. So you gotta get it back. And look, as much as people is pumping their time and energy into industry, only the industries are getting profitable. And then they don't give raises, nothing, because they say, oh, we didn't make that much profit this year. Bullshit, Mr. Handman. Bullshit. Anyway, I don't want to make it too long. It's your boy Maury P on this Friday. I need to catch up with this work because I've been distracted. Too much focus on this shit. I'm out.